title?
That's a little shorter than I think. I have a letter I'm going to read from Jeff. Jeff couldn't be here, as you all know. Jeff's the dean of students at a pretty large Catholic school in Washington, and they're going through an accreditation. And apparently it's a pretty serious thing. I can't even spell accreditation, but it's pretty serious. So he couldn't be here, and he was very, he was really hated to miss it. So he sent me something and asked me to read it to the group. So I will do that. A couple personal notes first. This was my first year coaching at NCC. The previous 4 years I'd been playing, and Matt and I always kind of were bummed we never got to play together. But the one thing that sticks out to me about this is, I remember my senior year was the year before. This whole thing about Corey, after an 11-win season, the year before. I'm just going to cut this off. Make sure my wife didn't see that part. Hey, wasn't that your senior year? I don't know what you're talking about. So, I just want to jump right into it because it's really about the team. It's really about what the head coach wants to say. So that's what I just want to jump in. If you're taking pictures, take them now before I put on the glasses. Strictly for reading. And as Matt mentioned, remember that this was NCC. We were the Crusaders back then, and also. So it was a college and it was Crusaders. So Jeff's comments kind of are that's kind of. This is Jeff. So if anything's very offensive, I'm just the messenger. There's something in here that I question. Who am I? Sean, you're going to follow me, so if I screw it up, at least fix it. What a great honor for the 88-89 Northwest Christian College Crusader basketball team to be inducted into the Northwest Christian University Athletic Hall of Fame. This was a team of gifted athletes that had specific skills within the game of basketball that translated into many wins, few losses, and fun on an almost daily basis. We worked hard for what we achieved, and all teammates were dedicated to following whatever direction they were given by coaching staff, and were committed to a team philosophy. There were no selfish players on this Crusader team. Probably more important than the basketball achievements were the relationships that were built between players, coaches, and others that became wonderful memories. Wonderful memories to be relived 23 years later. From the Dunes Mountain 10-lap run to listening through the locker room walls as a home team that couldn't believe they had just been beaten by the Crusaders. To the Vee Va Voo, some of you won't understand it. And the poison testicle fish. Yes, this team was unique in many ways. Again, Jeff's words. There was also something funny going on in our group, and we laughed often as hard as we played. This was a unique team in that we had a 6'4" college post player that dominated everyone. Matt Sand was, and probably still is, an amazing athlete. When I first met Matt, he was playing City League ball and was on the heels of a very negative college basketball experience that had probably would have closed the door on what turned out to be an amazing college basketball career. I'm not sure what sold Matt on NCC, but we are very glad that he bought it. Matt was a combination of superior power, amazing quickness, and a soft touch both from the inside and the outside, and a desire to win that I've never seen before and have never seen since. Matt is one of a kind. I consider myself lucky to have been able to be part of Matt's life and the life of each and every other Crusader on this 88-89 team. And I'm proud that I was blessed with the opportunity to be with each one of them, with each one of these players and coaches on a daily basis. To laugh with them, to work with them, to cry with them, and to win with them. Congratulations, 1988-89 Crusaders, on a job well done. You are deserving and worthy of this outstanding honor being given to you today. And Matt, we're all fortunate to have someone like you carry us every game, to carry us in the game, to carry us home, and when it was done, without fail and without complaining, ever. Coach Jeff Rodenburg, Dean of Students, Eastside Catholic School. Those are Jeff Rodenburg's words. I want to turn it over to Coach Haskill, but I did, and I don't know if anybody wants it, but I did make copies of this. If anybody wants a copy of Jeff Rodenburg's speech, I did make some copies, so just come and see me. I'm happy. All right. Thank you.
I may not use the mic, if that's okay. I'm not real good with mics, but I'm really sad, and we all are, that Jeff can't be here. Had several texts with him back and forth over the last couple of days when he was planning to be here, and then all of a sudden this accreditation thing came up for Sunday night tonight at 5 p.m. So again, you know Jeff, he regrets deeply for not being here. If you'd like, if you don't have his contact information, please get it from me afterwards, because I know he would obviously love to hear from you. One of the things I thought about, I'm not going to be long, but I thought I would share just some things from I guess from the team's perspective, hopefully, that I can think of. First off, thank you. I remember getting the information last year on the 2010 inductee team or people, and I remember thinking, you know, how could it be possible that NCU has not recognized Matt Sand? So I remember I sent an email to the school. I don't remember who it was to, but I mean, there's some great people that are in that on that list, and I just couldn't believe that Matt Sand had not been inducted. So I kind of said, please, 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 you know, look into that. So I don't know if this is a result of that. I'm not taking credit, but Matt deserves all the credit. But I'm so thankful that Matt has, because we all know all the people that are on this list. And it's interesting because my best friend growing up is also on this list from the 1983 team, which I just saw him a couple months ago. And he very proudly has his picture of his team and his award on his wall in his office in Virginia. So he thanks you for that too. It's obviously an incredible honor. I think the best part of this kind of thing is just meeting all these people. Again, I was hoping Tim would be here. I think it's great. I know the players and the people that were in the school. Jennifer, my wife, also a Northwest Korea couple at that time. It's a small world. Jennifer works with Jeff's wife. We see each other quite frequently. And thank you, George, for hosting this event here. This is a great, man, what an awesome deal for us to be here. One of the things I'm just going to share a couple memories. One is laughing. I don't know if I've laughed quite as hard when I'm spending time with John Gilles, or John O'Haver, or Benny, who was not this year but a year before, who is Todd Hoffman on the show on TV. I don't know if you know about that, but just an amazing time to be here. And it's amazing for me to be here with professors of mine, because I'd gone back to school to NCC to finish up school. So Dr. Knox, Dr. Reed, Dr. Doty, all the times that we had classes together, I appreciate that. And it's really what kind of sucked me into the NCC family when I went back to school after taking a little hiatus for a while. So I really appreciate that. But again, laughter and fun. We had so much fun. I mean, we played great basketball. These guys played great basketball. But I think the thing I remember mostly is just the relationships and the amount of fun. We would laugh sometimes just sitting on the bench, trying in a very serious situation, trying to coach and trying to keep discipline with certain people, John O'Haver. And it was just so much fun because they were, it was, I don't know, how do you explain it? I can't even explain it. There are way too many stories to tell in this whole day. I mean, we can tell lots of stories. I think we could probably talk all day on John O'Haver and the skits he used to do and smart Marty Pants. Yeah, too many stories. You know, one of the things I also remember about this team is great athletic ability, great basketball players. You know, it was so cool to have George come. We played against his team the year before, and then he came to NCC. It was so cool to see him come to the school. A lot of kids from, obviously a lot of players from local schools, but they were great players, but they were even better and are better people. And that was the cool thing about that. We had great support as a team, not only players and coaches. I think of Tim Doty, you know, he's obviously our professor, bus driver, entertainer, counselor, big time to many of us, I'm sure. We had Teresa McCormick, who's now Teresa Donovan, great person as our team manager. I wish she was here. Hopefully she can be there tonight. We had a great stats team. We had great cheerleaders. We had great support throughout the school, and it was just one of the things as a coach, and certainly for Jeff, I know, without all that, there's no way we would have gotten to where we did. We had a great time. One of the things, even more so than the basketball, I think, was the ministry opportunities that this team took advantage of, whether we go to another church or with a youth group, or just within NCC. So I really thank you for the team. I think it's an honor for them to be selected into this Hall of Fame. And certainly please do pass on your thanks to Jeff as well. And thank you very much.